Hey everybody, it's Highland Alchemist, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario 64. In the last episode, we were able to gain access to the metal caps, and in this episode, we're going to finish off Cool Mountain, as for what this video entails. And for this one, of course, since we are collecting the 8 red coins, then I'm going to have to do the 100 coin challenge, like I do for every, for all the red coin missions. Rest assured, though, this course right here is actually very easy for the 100 coin collectathon, because you can actually start with the slide, the ice slide, because there are a shit ton of coins in that slide, which you could see how many coins I've collected while I was in that slide. There are a lot of them, so it's actually easy for this one. This is the probably one of the only 100 coin missions I can actually tolerate. But of course, that'll have to be for now, because later on it gets more dickish. Here's one thing I didn't even show off at all, like, you know the mission where you have to return that baby penguin to its mother? Well, there is another baby penguin that's right up there, and one could guess that it would be the right one, because, well, she's right up there. But, unfortunately, that's not it, because, well, despite the fact that this baby penguin clearly does look like the mother, that is not the right one. I mean, her dialogue just said that she looks nothing like her. Well, I do see the complete resemblance right here. But of course, this is the kind of mission where, well, I mean, there's the right one up there, as you already know, but because that other baby penguin is right near the mother, then of course that wouldn't be it. Because that would have made the mission way too easy. So, of course, you would just have to go all the way up to the top, and just go all the way down to the bottom just so you can return the baby to the mother penguin. And I know I missed those coins, but that doesn't really matter because I'm still gonna get plenty of them. And that just... okay, it kind of did look like Mario was spazzing out a bit, but at least it's not one of those cartridge tilting moments. Like, you know, if you tilt the cartridge of the game, then Mario just starts spazzing out like his whole body is sinking to the ground. It's kind of creepy when you think about it. It does look creepy. Very much so. Well, except for one thing, that I am not actually playing on the Nintendo 64. I'm not playing on the cartridge. I'm actually playing this on the Virtual Console. So that, of course, is not going to happen at all. It's never going to happen because of that. Because the game's still playing as fine as ever, but... then again, though, the game will still play fine on the N64, just as long as you don't mess with the cartridge. And yeah, I did make that little mistake there, where I was supposed to long jump over to the other side of the bridge, because there was a blue coin switch there, but I accidentally hit the B button. That was kind of stupid of me, I know. Of course, we have to talk to this Bob buddy right here so we can open up the cannon. Because we are going to need that cannon for the very last mission in this course. And there is one area that we have not yet explored. So we just have to play the waiting game for this little ride here. Kind of a slow ride. I actually did try to edit this, like, you know, I tried to speed this part up, but for some reason, this is really weird, like, in the next clip where I just got that clip, or the, parts of the clip. I know, it sounds like I'm slurring my words, and I apologize for that. But I just, clipped the parts of the video, and then in the next section, for some odd reason, the video is still speeding up. I think I hear something. I think that... okay, well, I think for some reason I'm getting some sort of Amber Alert. That's why you're hearing that little sound there. It's coming right from my cell phone. It actually does sound like the, one of those emergency alert system tests, but it could be an Amber Alert. Whatever it could be, I'll check that out later, but sorry that you had to hear that. I mean, I was wondering, like, what the hell is going on? But it turns out it was just that kind of sound from my cell phone. Yeah, sorry for the little lack of speech there. I think I've already talked about like that kind of weird that weird glitch that just happened about trying to speed up the video. And yes, I was actually using a Windows Movie Maker. I mean, I know I could have gone for Sony Vegas, but I have not downloaded Sony Vegas because it kind of seemed like my computer was going to get a virus, and I am very cautious when it comes to viruses. So, well, maybe it's just me. I don't know if any other people have gotten that kind of problem, but you know, I have not yet downloaded Sony Vegas because I'm not sure if it would get some sort of virus risk. So for this mission here, quite simply, you just have to well, you're basically supposed to, what? Okay, well, I just created a new word there. Okay, but no, seriously, you were supposed to, escort the snowball, well, that snowman's torso over to his head because apparently the snowman just lost his body. Which, I really don't get why, because you had to stand right next to him in order for this to work, and that will require you taking damage. I don't know why they made it like that. And you have to hurry and get to the snowman's head before the body does. It's like you're trying to just slide away from the body, like it's chasing you, even though you're just escorting it to the head. So the last mission is wall kicks will work. And basically we just have to get to the other side. I'll just beat up these guys here. Those are called the spin drifts. And of course, as the name implies, well, they're flower top spin, and if you jump right on top of them, then you do this, then you start spinning as you're descending to the ground. And this is where the wall jumps come into play. Like you just, jump right into the wall, and then press A again with the right timing. And that's how you do the wall jump, and it kind of seems like I'm struggling here because it kind of takes some getting used to when it comes to wall jumping in this game. So you have to be more precise with your timing when pressing the A button on the wall. And this is where it gets really nerve-wracking. Because of all these slippery ice physics, you have to walk so slowly, and you have to switch the camera to Mario's view. Because if you're not careful, then you'll slip off of the platform, and you have to do this again. It gets really nerve-wracking because fuck ice physics. I mean, I'm not a fan of ice physics at all. Because, you know, they always try to screw you over. But nevertheless, we are now done with Cool Cool Mountain, and now we are on our way to the next course. And why is that Boo there, you may ask? Well, we're now in the castle's courtyard, and oh, what do we have here? We have Boos. Huh. Kind of a weird way to place some ghosts right here in this peaceful courtyard. It's like it's haunted for some reason. What do we do? But those Boos are most likely here because that is actually where our next course is, and it does involve, well, yeah, of course, it does involve Boos. It is a spooky themed course after all. Before we go in there is something that you guys might want to check out. Just as soon as I get right over there. If you actually look closely to this statue here in the middle of this fountain, it'll say L is real, or for what it says, or L is for real, and it's pretty much supposed to hint about like about Luigi, but Luigi doesn't appear in this game at all. I mean, he does appear in the DS remake, but you know, it's just not this game that he doesn't appear in. Of course, one might have to wonder where Luigi is. And of course, this really obviously isn't Luigi's Mansion because, well, I mean, it's just not. It's actually funny though, because in the DS remake, like there's a painting with Luigi, like the way to unlock him, And that's actually where Luigi is kidnapped. So yeah, this course is called Big Boo's Haunt, and for this mission, you basically have to kill 5 boos. And what's really annoying about it is that every time you kill the boos, then you just get this dialogue about about one of the boos taunting you about how ghosts can't really die. Which makes sense because, well, they're ghosts. So you have to just kill all 5 of the boos, and then something will happen, which we will get to. And we also have Mr. I right here. Yeah, if you don't already know about this, I mean, I know a lot of you guys know, and I shouldn't have to tell you, but in case you didn't, if you just walk right in front of the boo, then they'll just turn invisible. Like they won't move at all because they're kind of shy. But if you turn your back, then they'll come after you like that. So you can either go behind them and just punch them, or you can just ground pound them like I usually do. I always love doing that, just when killing those boos. And just by killing this last one right here. Yes, the Master of Mischief. The Tower of Terror, the Big Boo. And once we get to the main entrance, then that's where we should fight the Big Boo. And there he is right here. And just kill him about 3 times, and then you should be good to go. Yeah, I would have thought that a happy place like Cool Mountain. And then, after that, then you just go to a haunted theme course. By the way, in this course, there is a particular kind of thing that, well, it is getting close to the end of the video anyway, so more on that in the next episode, but I should warn you, well, you might have gotten used to it already, but this might haunt your memories. I mean, it'll probably come back to haunt you, I am sure of that. It probably would. So, yeah, be prepared for that, but we're gonna get to it, so in the next episode, we're gonna continue on with Big Boo's Haunt. And I actually did forget to mention that this is the first course where it doesn't actually require you jumping into a painting. It actually you just shrink down to the size of an ant into that cage, and that's where the mansion is. So yeah, the mansion is basically inside of the cage. Don't know how, but it is. So anyway, we'll continue on with Big Boo's Haunt in the next episode, and we'll see what other scary things would await us, especially that one thing. So, till next time, see you guys later.